before I start the video, I want to know from you guys, my subscribers, do you like the background music that I added to this video? Because I wanted to try something new. I wanted to add some like background music. So let me know if you like me adding background music to my videos. Because if you don't, I won't do it anymore. So please let me know in the comment section. If you like it, I'll keep doing it. If you don't, I won't do it anymore. So, you know, Deontay Wilder came out recently and he said that he is willing to give Dillian Whyte a title shot as long as Dillian Whyte keeps winning. Right, as long as he keeps winning. And you know, I saw this piece on Boxing News 24/7 where Scott Guilfoyle basically took what Deontay Wilder told the Boxing Voice on their video interview. You know, and Scott Guilfoyle is such a you know, freaking fanboy of Deontay Wilder. Like, he says, oh, if Dillian Whyte, if he should fight Luis Ortiz for a title eliminator, and then if he beats Luis Ortiz, then he could wait 2 years to fucking fight Deontay Wilder. So like, what does he mean by that? If he beats Luis Ortiz, he could wait 2-3 years just to fight Deontay Wilder. Like, what the fuck? Why would he have to wait 2-3 years to fight Deontay Wilder? I guess he's saying that because Dominic Brazil has been the mandatory for Deontay Wilder since 2017, 2 years ago. So this guy's hoping that if Dillian Whyte becomes the mandatory for Deontay Wilder, that he fucking has to wait 2 years just to fight him. Like, it's crazy, all the advantages. Deontay Wilder fans just want all Deontay Wilder opponents to have disadvantages against him. You know, I don't believe Deontay Wilder when Deontay Wilder says he'll fight Dillian Whyte eventually. I think the only way Deontay Wilder will fight Dillian Whyte is if he's forced to fight Dillian Whyte. Deontay Wilder rejected a fight with Dillian Whyte like 2 years ago. Eddie Hearn offered and Deontay Wilder several times. I remember a long time ago he offered Deontay Wilder, I believe, $4 million to go to the UK to defend his WBC belt against Deontay Wilder. I mean, against Dillian Whyte. And Deontay Wilder said, I'm not gonna fight your spare black tire. He called Dillian Whyte Eddie Hearn's spare black tire. He refused to fight Dillian Whyte. So Deontay Wilder ducked Dillian Whyte 2 years ago. Deontay Wilder is, I don't think he's confident in himself on fighting Dillian Whyte. I think when it comes to Deontay Wilder, he likes to fight guys that he sees a disadvantage. He sees they have a disadvantage. Either they haven't fought in several years, either they're up there in age, you know, either they're not as good as people think they are. He always finds a disadvantage to fight his opponents. I mean, these are just facts, in my personal opinion. I mean, Tyson Fury was coming off 3 years. You know, what's his name? Freaked. Bermane Stiverne hadn't fought in 2 years. Luis Ortiz is 40 years old. So there's always some disadvantage his opponents have that when Deontay Wilder fights them, you know. That's just the way, you know, so I don't see Deontay Wilder willingly fighting. Like, I don't see Deontay Wilder having like a voluntary defense for Dillian Whyte at all. Like I said, I think like the WBC would have to make Dillian Whyte, would have to basically obligate Deontay Wilder to defend his WBC belt against Dillian Whyte. And now people are saying that they want to see Luis. I've seen a few people saying they want to see they should have Luis Ortiz versus you know, Dillian Whyte as a title eliminator. And a lot of people are saying, well, Dillian Whyte could have fought Luis Ortiz last year, and had he beaten him, he would have been the mandatory for Deontay Wilder, and he would be fighting Deontay Wilder this May rather instead of Dominic Brazil. But the thing is, remember, Dillian Whyte wanted to face Luis Ortiz, but Luis Ortiz refused, because he told Luis Ortiz, I want to fight you, but you gotta fight me in England. And Dillian Whyte rejected that. He said, no, I don't want to fight you in England. He said, I want to fight you on the undercard of Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. He said, I do not want to fight you in England. So because of that, Dillian Whyte decided to forget it, and he went on just to fight Derek Chisora, while Luis Ortiz went on to fight I believe who Did he fight Travis Kaufman that time? I think he fought Travis Kaufman. Or was it Razvan Kajano? I don't know. It was some weak bum. Anyway, it's just a turn off whenever I read like Scott Gilford interviews. Articles. Like he's talking about Dillian Whyte. He hasn't been fighting the best guys to make him the mandatory. This fucking idiot had the nerve to say, look at Dominic Breazeale. Dominic Breazeale earned the right to be Deontay Wilder's mandatory. He fought Eric Molina. Bitch, Eric Molina was the weakest. That was the weakest title eliminator fight ever. How you put Dominic Breazeale in there with bum-ass, low-quality Eric Molina? No shit, Dominic Breazeale was going to be Eric Molina. Eric Molina ain't shit. So that was like an easy, weak title eliminator. And this guy has the nerve to say, Dillian Whyte hasn't fought anyone it's not right for him to just fight for Deontay Wilder's belt because he hasn't fought the mandatory. Bitch, he's been fighting guys like Joseph Parker, Lucas Brown, Derek Chisora. All these guys are better than fucking Eric Molina. And this guy holds Dominic Breazeale to a higher standard than Dillian Whyte because he's like, oh, he fought Eric Molina though. He fought Eric Molina. I can't stand Scott Gilford. This guy is such a Deontay Wilder fanboy. Like I said, the man's obsessed with Deontay Wilder. So like I said, he and many other boxing fans are claiming that they want to see, Luis Ortiz versus Dillian Whyte. So as a title eliminator, so the winner of that faces Deontay Wilder. Again, I have no problem with Dillian Whyte versus Luis Ortiz. I think that's a great fight. I told you guys I'm actually picking Dillian Whyte to KO Dominic Breazeale. That's a good fight for Dillian Whyte. That's a very good fight, and I would not hate on that fight if it happened. I think it's an entertaining fight. So I actually hope it does happen. I'm not anti this fight. I actually hope that the WBC orders it, and I hope that Dillian Whyte takes the fight, and I hope that Luis Ortiz takes the fight, and let's see what happens. Because I don't want to see Luis Ortiz fight Deontay Wilder again. I already saw that fight. I would rather see Dillian Whyte fight Deontay Wilder. If Dillian Whyte knocks out Luis Ortiz, then he becomes the mandatory. Then officially, Deontay Wilder can't duck him anymore. But like I said, I feel that's the only way Deontay Wilder will fight him is if he's forced to fight him. There's no way Deontay Wilder just going to voluntarily give Dillian Whyte a title opportunity. That's why he says, keep winning, Dillian Whyte. Keep winning. Eventually, I'll fight you. Because he's not trying to fight him anytime soon. Like, Deontay Wilder's not trying to fight no hard fight. That's a risky fight for Deontay Wilder. And we all know Deontay Wilder's not a guy who takes risks. He takes risks. He always has to have an advantage. There has to be something wrong with the opponent he's fighting for him to be willing to fight the dude. Anyway, guys, stuff to say. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'm out.